What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Phil. Got my co-host with me, Sam, as usual.
Hello, welcome back.
We're checking out some more from Jim Croce, and he is a great storyteller.
Yeah, I loved the first one that we did, Operator, by him.
Yeah,
it was really great.
Operator was great. Time in a Bottle was the second one that we did. Now, unfortunately, when we did that one, it had a video associated with it that was kind of weird and distracting, and took away, I think, a little bit from the song. We picked it right from the Croce channel, so we assumed that it would be a good one to roll with.
Yeah.
But we can't figure that out on a first-time reaction. Although what we can do is what we're going to do on this one is just stick with the lyric video.
It's
because
safe.
we know he's about the lyrics and the storytelling, and so we figured why not just go with the lyric video to be safe. Hopefully the audio is good on this one. You never know, because sometimes they use the wrong audio on lyric videos, and this is the life of doing a channel like ours.
Fingers crossed for good luck.
Yeah, but we've loved him. He's been so fantastic. Really, really great messaging, captivating, great voice. It's really, really unfortunate that he died at the age of 30 years old in the plane crash. I mean, what would have potentially came to be if he had have been able to perfect his craft? I mean, do you see the likes
making
of
music for decades longer?
Well, yeah, you see the likes of people like Neil Young and Bob Dylan, how their lyrics and story writing resonated and took them into the depths of history of being some of the most renowned artists. And I feel like Jim really, really had a talent that not many people have in the way he can convey lyrics through a song.
Yeah, such a tragedy.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to remember Jim a little bit more today. And we are coming to this one on a members vote.
Yes.
We asked where we should go next with Jim, and they said, don't mess around with Jim was the one to roll with.
Thank you, members, for voting and participating. And we love having you guys as part of our community.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody, the members. We appreciate the subscribers, the viewers. And if you want to add this song to your playlist, we're going to have the links down below, as we always do, for Spotify, Apple, YouTube. If you want to add it to your streaming platform, you can just go to the description, click on that, and that way you can support the artists. And that's what we try to do on our channel, is support the artists as much as we can. You can find the original video that we're using here in that description as well. So, Sam, you ready to check out a little more from Jim?
Yeah, let's do it and find out why you don't want to mess around with him.
Uptown got its hustlers, the Bowery got its bums. 42nd Street got Big Jim, a walker, he a bull shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he's big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim Boss, just because. And they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
Okay.
But out of South Alabama come a country boy, he said, I'm looking for a man named Jim.
Tell him.
I am a bull shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down at home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street, he drive on a drop top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody say, Jack, don't you know, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit in the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush fell over the pool room, and Jimmy come popping in an awful street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't blood, it was the soles of the big man's feet. Woo! Yeah, he was cutting about 100 places, and he was shot.
Wow, this escalated quickly.
I was just going to say that.
I thought, well, Jim seems like an intimidating guy, but it doesn't sound like he's going to be anything to worry about. And apparently, you don't want to mess around with Jim. That's a
The
true
only
statement.
thing that's safe is the soles of your feet.
And Jim is dropping some bars. We're talking about Jim Croce on this one.
Yes.
Jim is dropping some bars, man. It's like got a hip hop feel to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what if you're new to the channel, that's what we grew up listening to. So that's what we're going to reference.
Got some good rhyme schemes in there.
Yeah, cadence, delivery is great. Really, really up tempo. I think more up tempo than we heard from Jim thus far.
Yeah, I would say Operator had a little bit of that in pieces of it, but I feel like this definitely is the most like catchy. Like I'm like, okay.
Well, this is a little more fun.
Yes.
Right. I think a little more humor involved in this one. And even still, this lyric video is a little questionable in places. I think, though, we're catching most of the lyrics.
Couple, there's like a question mark in there.
Yeah. I was like, I think these lyrics must be available on the internet by now.
Yeah.
But anyways, really liking this one. Upbeat vibe, comedic approach, but still captivating in the way he's, flowing and doing his storytelling capabilities that he always brings in a great way.
Draws you in and you're just like hanging on every word.
Yeah. And it's stripped down, right? There's the instrumentation there. You got the acoustic presence, but
I really like also there's, I think, a piano in there that's sitting pretty far back that I feel like is also like keeping the keys are keeping like a good rhythm in there as well.
Yeah, but we know that Jim's at the forefront, right? The way it should be for his strengths. And I like that.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's get back into it. We'll wrap things up at the end.
And everybody say, Jack, don't you know that you don't tug on Superman's cape? You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Ba-do-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, the hush fell over the pool room, and Jimmy come popping in Norfolk Street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. Yeah, he was cutting about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you better believe I sung a different kind of story when a big Jim hit the floor. They're saying you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim.
Tables turned.
If Big Jim got his hat, find out where it's at. It's not hustling people strange to you. Even if you do got a two-piece custom-made bull cue. Yeah, you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim.
Well, the tables turned there for big old Jim.
Slim and Jim.
Yeah. Slim Jim.
Slim Jim. And I really liked how the acoustic vibe was sitting so far back. It was like in my right ear. You had the mix in the left ear was a lot of the rhythm section. And then it felt like Jim was just like in the middle at the forefront, sitting in really nicely in the mix. Yeah. So anyways, what were your thoughts and how were your feelings on the closing thoughts and feelings on the song?
I like this one. I think this is my favorite one so far.
Your favorite? Why do
Yeah.
you say that?
I just think it was a lot of fun. Like it was upbeat. It held my attention. I liked the story in it. I mean, the story and the other two were really great too. And I think those ones had more of like emotional meaning to them. Whereas I feel like this one is like just like more of like a fun, playful one that you could probably play at any time.
Yeah.
So it has like a little bit more like flexibility in its listening ability, I feel like. So I like that.
I think
I'm also like a big sucker for like a good storytelling. And I feel like this one like really sucked me in. I'm like, what's going to happen?
I mean, he definitely obviously has a folk singer, like that's who he is, right?
Yeah.
And similar to some other singers that we've experienced from the storytelling aspect, this one had like a little bit of a southern feel to me.
I would agree with that a little bit.
To some degree. I don't know if it was the usage of the guitar in some sense. No, I wouldn't go as far as saying country, but
no,
it had
just a little bit of
southern-
flavor, a little
southern
sprinkling
sound.
in there.
Yeah, a little bit there. Anyways, I enjoyed this one from
Southern
Jim.
sprinkle.
He's always entertaining. So I think the other one, Bad Leroy Brown, is the one that we haven't done, which is really, really popular of his.
That sounds interesting.
This one here, I think it set him into motion and gave him some notoriety on the charts. for his career. So I don't know where Leroy Brown would come if that was before or after, but I assume if it's really highly regarded and this was the first one that put him on the scene, that it may have came after. But you guys can let us know down below in those comments. We appreciate your insights. We appreciate coming through and hanging out with us, and we hope that you have a great day. We'll see you on our next one.
Thanks for watching.